Guragunu hadith mormatin, chikmo apun jatelo.
A charity called Wherever the Need gave us an opportunity to see their latest projects. We flew into Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone, with charity co-founder David Crosweller, and then travelled inland 150 kilometres towards a city called Bo. The roads were so rough, the journey took us over 8 hours. We stopped at a roadside service station. It was a shock to realise they hadn't seen many Westerners before. We then left the main roads for the next leg of our journey. Our main purpose was to visit several villages in a chiefdom called Peja. We knew it was going to be remote, but we had no idea how remote. Our car wasn't built for off-road travel, and we faced many obstacles.
Hey!
Probably in 30 years, nobody has ever been there to help.
It was clear from the outset that people needed help, and the welcome in every village was overwhelming.
I take this opportunity to wholeheartedly welcome you and your team to our town today.
Hello everyone. Thank you for the very wonderful welcome and the nice introduction.
Yes. We regard your visit as a milestone in the history of Cueva from the time of the colonial era, which ended on the 27th of April 1961 to this day. This is the first time that our white bastards from overseas have stepped their feet on the soils of Cueva.
And to start with, I'd just like to make one correction to Mr. Bimba's very good speech. The days of masters have long gone, and now we come as friends.
10 years ago, David helped to set up Wherever the Need, a charity unique in its goals to benefit individuals in the long term.
We learned that in fact the underlying problem for a lot of the children was to do with water. And that well is providing the water for all the people in the village, which is 1,700 people. The well probably facility is only good for like 250 or 300 people. That's why it only works during the rainy season. So they just don't have enough water to supply the whole village.
Without wells, there is no access to clean water. In Sierra Leone, dirty water is the biggest cause of death in young children. 2 in every 5 children die before they are 5 years old. Because the wells are so overused, it is really important to realise how many wells are needed for the number of people in the village.
We could give people water now, but there's a good chance in 5 years' time there wouldn't be water available. It's no good just giving wells anymore, it's a very short-term view.
As a result of this, Wherever the Need educate the villagers about how to use their new wells. In this area, many parents can't afford school uniform, so don't send their children to school.
It's such a silly thing, you know, that a child can't get an education because their parents are poor. It's really sad.
where you toilet?
Yeah.
So where is the toilet now?
We generally found that there were only 1 or 2 toilets in a village, if any at all. And these are just holes in the ground leaching pollution to nearby water sources. In Hellebu, there was only 1 toilet for a village of 1,700 people. This means that many of the people have no other option but to use the forest, which leads to the spread of disease and illness. The next day, we set off for Gbongay, the first village in which Wherever the Need started work.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
David, our local celebrity, hey?
Oh yeah, really. I have to come several thousand miles in order for it to happen, but you know.
Is the water good?
Yeah.
The people of Gbongay now understand that this pump is solely for drinking water, and it ensures the pump works all year round.
Once you start with water, you can stop people from being ill. You know, that's the first stage. Once you stop them from being ill, they've got an opportunity to thrive as a community.
As well as 2 new pumps, the charity is also installing a 20,000 litre rainwater harvesting tank. Rather than just giving, the charity provides the skills and materials to allow the community to do the work for themselves.
Nancy wants a new school, and I'm sure that at some time, Nancy will be telling me how much it costs.
The school building has already collapsed, and the communal centre where the children are now learning is due to be knocked down. In Gbongay, the livelihood project the people wanted is beekeeping. A total of 175 hives will provide an income for 40% of the village. Wherever the Need want each village to become self-sufficient, so rather than just providing the hives, they helped construct a workshop and bought tools, allowing the community to build and expand for themselves. And from this, they now have a carpentry workshop and a sewing workshop. Anyone can use these as a source of income, as long as they contribute to community funds. We were really sad to leave Gbongay, and as a thank you, they gave us traditional gifts.
I can't say it. Can you say it?
No.
Is it?
One year later, and the project in Gbongay is now completed. The 10 new eco-sanitation toilet blocks are up and running and in use by everyone in the village. There is a new rainwater harvesting tank that collects rainwater from the roof of the workshop and stores it in a 20,000 litre tank. Above the second well, there are now 2 new water storage units fed by a diesel pump. The beekeeping livelihood programme has found a ready market for its forest honey in the nearest town. This project proves that if you give people the opportunity to thrive, they will grasp it with both hands.
About the chicken.
You got a goat?
I've just been given a goat. Next time they're going to give me a new wife. She was worried about the chicken.
Oh, is the goat going in the boot? David?
Yes?
Is the goat going in the boots?
No, the goat. No, we've decided the goat's going to Gbongay. And it's going to be looked after there.
Looked after or eaten?
No, it'll be looked after because it's mine and they know I'm a vegetarian.
Okay.
That'll become the oldest goat in Sierra Leone ever.